Hello again, and welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Rural 2IC, and we are continuing on our 30 days of survival for the entire month of September. We're going to go over 30 different things that's going to help you in your plan for survival. Now, shout out to little Roll, my 5 year old, who gave me the fun idea of doing this in the manner of the ABCs. So, if this is your first time watching, somewhere at the end, I'll have a little card up there. You can click it and watch the series in its entirety. For the rest of you, buckle up because here we go on our next letter, which is the letter H. Now, I'm going to do the same as before. We're going to do about four of these with an honorable mention, and then I'll issue the challenge at the end. So, the first one is going to be health. I think that kind of stands for itself. Your health is very, very important to you, and us in the preparedness community, we prepare, right? So we need to do things to make sure that we maintain our health. We do healthier lifestyle, so that way we're doing things to improve our health and maintain and keep that healthy lifestyle. But that also goes into we are human. We're going to get sick. We're going to get injured. And it goes into that thing of how prepared are you for those illnesses and injuries, because they're inevitably going to happen. And so that needs to also be a part of the plan. So it is, again, the pre and the reactionary. So to maintain and keep that healthy lifestyle or get into a healthier lifestyle. And then when something inevitably happens, you catch a cold or you get a laceration or something like that. What are you going to do about it? So this is one of the things to start thinking about your overall health. Now, for a healthy individual usually is a happy individual. So that's our next word, is happiness. Happy is one of the things that I think a lot of people thrive for. They want to be happy as often as they possibly can. And I mean, it was so important that we wrote it into one of the greatest documents there are, which is your right to pursue happiness. It's one of the ones that, again, we go back into making sure that you have fun and you have games and you have different things to take care of your pastime. It doesn't matter if you're in an SHTF situation or not. There needs to be something fun and something that makes you happy. And we're all different, and there's different things that make each of us happy. We're all individual. Some people, they want to spend time with their dog or their cat, an animal. Some may want to spend time with their children or grandchildren. Some want to read a book. Some want to go out and do something outside. Whatever it is, you need to make sure that you're planning and you're preparing for your happiness, because SHTF is already going to be stressful enough as it is. And the mental aspect of it is going to be something to where you're going to want happy times. You're going to want that little bit of a happy place and a happy time allotted, so that way you don't mentally just collapse. Right? You want to be at least have some period of time where you can laugh and smile and enjoy life. Which also brings it into my next word, humble. No one knows everything. Chances are none of us are the absolute master of pretty much anything. And so we need to make sure that we remain humble, that even if you're the greatest basketball player or you're the greatest writer or whatever it is, that's only one area. Okay, then where's your strength lie in all the other facets that's going to keep you alive? You can be the world's greatest farmer, but if you can't build something or you can't medically take care of yourself, that mastery only gets you so far. So you have to make sure that you are humbled. You understand that none of us are perfect. We all have a weakness, and people can either exploit that weakness, you can use it as an excuse, or you can humble yourself down and you can either try and elevate your weakness up to where it is not as weak or no longer a weakness, or you can fill that weakness with somebody else. Maybe you are really good at, sewing, fabricating different things out of fabric and cloth. You can you know, make clothes and backpacks and bags, and you can make them, you know, completely from scratch. You know, so there's people that can spin wool and different things like that, and somebody else might be a blacksmith. You know, both might have it to where it's a mutual beneficial thing. Hey, I need my clothes repaired because of all this stuff is creating holes and different things. Uh, and you need tooling to do yours, and you just create that network right there. So make sure that you remain humble. Next is going to be habit. When you start getting into preparedness, a lot of it's new and you're not quite into building it into a habit yet. And that's one of the things that you should probably take a very keen interest in trying to develop. So that way, you know, it's the same thing for most of us. When you go back to before you were preparing, when you walked out the door, you know, you may have just felt your pockets or take a quick look in your purse and, okay, do I have my cell phone? Do I have my keys? You know, the couple of things. You should have it to where your EDC becomes habit, your pocket knife becomes habit, your tourniquet, your boo boo kit, maybe taking a bottle of water or something, just becomes habit. So it's that thing that it's already built in you. You don't really have to remember it or anything along those lines. It's just built in that it's just what you're going to do. And it's the same thing of getting rid of bad habits. Okay, a lot of us, we have bad habits, and you can put that in for whatever it is. Insert bad habit here for you and personalize this, but you should work on getting rid of your bad habits. And that can be anything from smoking, that could be anything from an anger issue, lack of patience, um, ego. There's a bunch of different things that you can put in there. And again, you have to humble yourself down to realize if it is a bad habit or not. And if, you know, the first step of working on something, you know, for yourself is to admit that you need to do something to change, that habit needs to be broken or altered or whatever. So a lot of these kind of go hand in hand. But let me go through with my honorable mention, which is hello. I get this all the time. I'm new into the preparedness. I just started, or I've been in it for a couple of months. How do I meet other people? I want to build a mag, or I want, you know, other friends to talk to. You know, 99% of things all start out with hello. Just go do that. Just right there. There's your icebreaker. You don't have to think of anything clever. You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to do a whole bunch of hard work and overthink and make this harder than it is. Walk up and just say hello and see what your response is. Most of the time, people are going to turn around, smile, and say hello right back to you. And then there you go. The door is open. Start talking. There's a few people that when you say hello, they might give you a dirty look. They might not even acknowledge you. Here's the thing. There you go. You only had to say hello, and now you know right there. Don't even try. You could have been sitting here trying to think for 2 or 3 days of the greatest icebreaker in the world, and you were putting out all this energy and time and investing all this stuff when one simple word will tell you if you need to go further or not. So that's why I wanted to do an honorable mention. Just start out with hello and see where that goes. So I hope you got something of value. I hope you got a little bit of substance out of this. If you did, do the YouTube things, hit the like, hit the subscribe, do the little bell for notification, because again, this is 30 days of preparedness where we're going to put out 30 videos on different tips and suggestions. But here we are into the end of the video where I'm issuing you the challenge. We're on the letter H. This isn't the channel where I'm going to make a list that you just print out and live your life by. I want to get the ball rolling. I want you to critically think for yourself. You know, when it comes to preparedness, it's very personal. It's you know, different for each individual. So I want you to come up with 1, 2 words, whatever, that start with the letter H and drop it down in the comments, and let's build this list together as a prepping community. So with that, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Stay tuned because there's definitely more information to come. And with that, I want to remind you, remain united because we're all prepping in this together.